Alright, today we're looking at a couple of boxes of items from an auction out in Colorado. This is actually a two-part video, so make sure you check out the second part after you watch this one. Now this auction was this gentleman had been, he was a professor who was involved with safety for helmets, and he had actually made body armor for Ronald Reagan and for the Secret Service. And so he had quite a variety of different military helmets and hats that were all the way from World War II to Vietnam. Some were a little bit newer than Vietnam, but for the most part stuff was selling at a pretty affordable price. So took a chance on a few items. I think between the two videos will show about 25 different lots of items that came from this auction. And a few of the items are experimental. Most of it's more standard issue stuff. But let's take a look. And I don't know what they had put in each box, so we're going to take a look and see what's in this first box here. Well, this was just a regular Sateen shirt that was in one of the lots. I didn't really buy it for the shirt, but it's in good shape, and it looks like it hasn't even been worn because it's still got a tag on it there. And surprisingly, people are starting to buy a lot more of this Sateen uniforms. I think because people are actually starting to wear them more, so more of a fashion thing. Well, this was in the same lot, and this was the reason why I bought this lot. It appears to be a cross between some body armor and also a survival vest. And these pouches, if you see those pouches on this type of survival vest, and if it's got the snaps instead of like Velcro, the snaps are usually older, like mid-60s. And so I'm thinking that this is some kind of, it's either something that was custom made, or it's like an experimental vest. Again, since this guy was involved with body armor, they might have been testing out something to see if a cross between a survival vest and some kind of body armor for a pilot or air crew would be a good idea. So it looks like he's got a signal mirror. It's got a little tag in there. It says radio, and it looks like 1971. Looks like, I'm guessing that BU-71. I don't know. Maybe that looks kind of like you see those cutter tags on some uniforms. And sometimes they'll have a date on there, so that could be 1971. Be a little later than I was thinking. I was thinking like mid-60s, but it's still something I hadn't seen before, and it had this paper with it. I don't know what a model. I looked on like Google for what's a model 212B2 and couldn't find anything. You get some parachute cord, but this just looks like somebody typed that up, so that may not be what the official title of the vest was going to be. I don't think there's anything in some of these other pouches. They all feel pretty empty. And then you look on the back, and like I said, it just really feels like this, looks like your regular survival vest that you'd see from the 60s and the 70s. And then this looks like half of some kind of body armor. And it's like they took the two of them and combined them to make this. So anyways, that was the reason why that came with that Sateen shirt, and also this harness was in with that. It was all one lot. And there may be two different harnesses here actually. Or maybe it's all one. It just looks like your regular, kind of like a pilot parachute harness. And don't think there's anything too great about it. I don't know if there's probably a date on it somewhere. I don't know. Crew light. Hadn't seen one like that before. Doesn't mean it's worth anything, but hadn't seen one like that. So, in the end, most of the rest of the lots, like I said before, I think it was about 25 lots they bought from this auction. And in the end, I guess they decided just to put all the stuff from one lot into one box. So that's everything that's in that box. Encourage you to check out the second part of this video. We'll go through the other box to see. I know there's some berets, some flight helmets. There's at least one experimental helmet, some really interesting stuff. Check that out and be sure to subscribe. And if you're familiar with what this vest is, maybe you've got one in your collection or you've seen something similar, I encourage you to comment below on it. I'd like to know. And thanks for watching.